Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie The Rejuvenator, also known as Rejuvenatrix. Somehow I have a feeling I've reviewed this one already before, which it does sound like a similar movie I've reviewed. It's about an aging actress, already starting to sound familiar, named Elizabeth Warren, who just isn't getting the roles she used to. Yeah, starting to sound like one movie I reviewed last year. So her doctor decides to concoct some sort of a serum in which it makes her look more youthful and younger and everything like that. The problem is that the serum is being made from the brains of, let's just say, some really, really bad people. And the side effect of taking the serum, besides, of course, it makes you look younger, makes you grow younger and everything like that, it turns you into a hideous mutant beast that craves on human brains. This is really starting to sound familiar to me, folks. But while Elizabeth is growing younger, Gregory is falling in love with her, and, well, as you might guess, the more he injects her with the youth serum, the worse she gets. And boy, does she get really, 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 really bad. Finally, Gregory takes her to his little laboratory and tries to inject her with more of the serum to hopefully cause her to stop eating people's brains. And I believe he wound up either giving her too much of a dose or wound up giving her some sort of a dose that was going to wind up killing her, in which it did. And then Elizabeth's butler, driver, servant, whoever, Wilhelm, I believe he came in and wound up killing Gregory. And that's really all I remember, because this movie's an extremely forgettable movie. And Roger Corman had something to do with this. I think he directed it or something like that. But yeah, it's a pretty badly messed up movie. Nobody in it I can think of that you might know from other movies. But yeah. So why did this movie suck? Well, where do I start? It's really low budget. The monster creature effects, whatever you want to call it, are god-awfully bad. Of course, if it's something directed by Roger Corman, you can bet that you're not going to get big budget special effects or anything like that. In fact, this is the second Roger Corman movie I've reviewed this week. The first one was a couple of days ago, which was Creature from the Haunted Sea, and now I get to review this one. Yay! Really, I mean, the makeup effects for her when she becomes the monster is pretty bad. I will say though, the movie I was kind of referencing that I said I think I've reviewed before, I believe it was called Evil Spawn. Pretty much same premise. Only differences between this movie and that movie is that this was some serum made from the brains of killers and people like that. In Evil Spawn, the actress took the serum, made her younger, but it turned into some sort of a weird bug creature-like thing, and the serum was, I think, from Aliens or something like that. So, yeah, slight difference. But if they put this on a double feature DVD, you're pretty much getting the same story, similar story, just different kinds of serum. Yeah, this movie was done, I believe, in the late 80s, so don't really expect a whole lot of really good special effects. The gore in it was not too bad, but ultimately, this movie was bad. I remember seeing it on Cinemax years ago, back when they used to have horror movies on Friday nights, and when they advertised this movie, of course, I was a sucker for horror movies because I love watching horror movies on Cinemax around 7 o'clock. And when they advertised this movie, I thought, this could be good. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, man. But it's a real mess of a movie. And the acting's not that great. It's It's a really bad movie, and it's definitely No Death Becomes Her. I can say that much too about it. So yeah. But if you have seen it, love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you thought about it. But there you guys have it, a review of The Rejuvenator, the Fountain of Youth for the Living Dead. I'm not sure how that tagline makes any sense. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that you seem and feel like you've watched it before, you know you've watched it before, and yet it sucked, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. The electric bill's gonna be huge.